with PFL, it's like we want to be able to fight, and more than make money, it's about competing in my prime. And to have 18 months off and try and hold us out until next June for the actual season is, I don't agree with it at all. And that's kind of why I am speaking out for everybody on the roster of PFL. As a fighter, my window is very small, and I'm in my prime of fighting and getting to my prime of fighting, I feel, and as an athlete, and that doesn't last forever. So when it comes to that, it's PFL needs to hold an event, and it needs to be, before the year's end for the athletes that are in contract, or there needs to be a release of some sort. Not saying that go anywhere else and be able to do that anywhere else, but also I know other places would love to have me and love to have me fight, as well as other PFL athletes that are under contract that aren't able to be released right now as well. Yep. So it's not really like there's no threat about it. It's more of like, do the right thing and let's get a fight scheduled. And it doesn't, obviously we know the season's ending, like the excuse of the season thing, we don't care. We want to have at least one event, maybe two events. We don't have to worry about selling out an arena or selling tickets or losing money because there are going to be no fans. It's just the fighters want to fight, and that's what we do. Fighters fight, and if we're not going to be able to make a living fighting, then there's no reason to even be in it. You can't be halfway in, 1 foot in, 1 foot out with this sport. Right. So while I'm in this, like, I want to fight, and if it's not going to be for them, then let me fight for someone else. But I've always been a company guy. I want to fight for PFL, but they have to do right by me and by the rest of the athletes like Kayla Harrison, Rory McDonald.
This is not something that you can do until you're 75 years old. You have a very limited amount of time where you can do the job that you're doing. So it is an ultimatum, though, right? Give me a fight, or please let me go somewhere else where I can fight.
Well, it's more of an ultimatum of like you have no choice but to have a fight, because the UFC's having fights. There's regional shows having fights. LFA Fighting is fighting tonight on UFC Fight Pass. Bellator's doing a show at the end of this month. Combate is doing shows. They're more of a smaller show, and it's like there's plenty of ways that we can go about this. But I'm more of an ambassador for the PFL and for the sport, in saying like, this is possible. We see it happening in every other organization. This isn't something, and with basketball, they're doing the bubble. Basketball comes back. Baseball. This isn't something where the excuse of that the coronavirus isn't an excuse anymore. Right. There's ways to go around it and still make it safe for the athletes.